Welcome to my classroom. How do you teach middle school students how to draw a face in proportion? In my class, students make their own sketchbook. The very first thing I have them do is draw a face for about 4 or 5 minutes. The student didn't get very far. And then I teach a whole bunch of things, direct instruction, and they draw a face step by step on page 11. Between page 10 and 11, we can see a really big improvement in one class period. Before we do any drawing at all, I talk about what a growth mindset is and how you can move from frustration to success if you keep trying. I take an unofficial quick poll. How do you feel about erasing? Thumbs down, in the middle, erasing's okay. Most people are here or here. Here's a couple more examples. The before page, about 4 or 5 minutes to draw a face, no talking. And the after page, all in one class period. Here's another one. Before, after. Even these students all can look at their drawings and say, yes, I made a huge improvement. I created a template. Looks like this. I've revised it many, many, many times. The way it works is you fold it in half and cut it out, and then you have a tracer, a template, and we walk through all the steps about where the eyes fall, about half, about where the mouth falls, about another quarter from the bottom up, how you draw lightly. I have students, I borrowed this idea from a previous teacher. You take a pencil and drag it lightly over the back of your hand and then continue onto the paper. You get a very, very light mark, and then I demonstrate drawing very dark, and what's the problem with that? You can't erase it. Well, you're in charge of your own pencil. Don't press too hard. You have to stay flexible to be able to move around the features as you're drawing. Maybe you draw a beautiful eye, but it's not in proportion. It's in the wrong location. So don't get lost in drawing all these tiny little details and eyelashes if the eye is out of proportion. So I keep revising how I teach a lesson to make it more effective, obviously, and more engaging. Here's something I thought of today, but I barely got a chance to try it. A student who had completed everything I asked them to do and did it well, didn't disrupt the class, got a chance to come up here and draw on the smartboard. They chose which face they wanted to draw, and then we just flipped this to next slide. Okay. There you go. And we can see the result. It might be kind of a helpful way to talk about proportion, and it's a fun challenge. Everybody wants to use the smartboard. How do you, as an art teacher, use the smartboard for more than just projecting your slideshow?